For those of you who have not yet gotten Borderlands 2 on Steam, it's literally like $6 right now for hundreds of dollars worth of DLC. Like, they give you all of this fucking DLC, which is worth hundreds of dollars, and they give it to you for like $6. It was like 97% off or some insane number like that. So if you haven't gotten Borderlands 2 on Steam, do it before the time runs out. But I've been thinking about, as I've been playing through these games, that I can actually get working on my laptop. I've been thinking about wearing clothes, because I tend to play the bulk of these games lying on my bed, and when I'm on my bed, I don't give a fuck about how it is that I look, because no one's going to see me, no one's going to walk into the room. So I tend to just have underwear on. I feel like that's kind of like my default state. Like, I really enjoy just having underwear on and just not wearing any other clothes. I don't know if this is something other people do, but it's like what I do constantly. I'm not able to regularly just stay around in my room with clothes on. I really don't like doing it. Unless I have like a particularly cool shirt that I want to wear. Like, if I have a shirt that I think looks really nice or has like cool art on it or something, I'll wear it just because I like the way that the shirt looks. And same with like pants. If I can find really comfy, really comfy pants, then I'll just wear them all the time. Most of the time that's not the case, and I don't even have that many clothes anyway, because we just tend to not buy clothes very often, and if I get money, it tends to go towards things that I can use in videos or entertainment. And so, I have this very weird thing where I just will not wear clothes all the time, and because I don't leave my room, it's not a particularly big deal to anyone, and so I can get away with it. Most people, they can't get away with something like that. You hear about them doing it and it goes, oh wow, I bet he's having some problems. It's like with me, I can just do it all the time and it does not matter. And I think I don't think I would be a very good person to live with, specifically because of this, especially if we would have to live in a small space. Where, like, that's one of the main reasons why I want to live alone, is because I sleep at very weird times, where I would not be able to be kept up with the other person. I would probably wake them up by listening to loud music late at night when they're trying to sleep. I would want to just be around in very few clothes, if not naked, just all the time. Because that's like my default. That's the way that I do things. I prioritize comfort, and I try to maximize comfort as much as I possibly can. That's one of the main reasons why I don't think I would be able to live with someone else, is because I I'm so focused on living in my own bubble and maximizing that sense of freedom, as much freedom as you can have in a small space by yourself. And I think in most cases, the way that you get the most freedom is just by living by yourself, you know? And one of the main reasons why I don't like living with other people is because I can't just blast music late at night, you know? And when I live in an apartment, I probably won't be able to do it either because of the people living next to me. But I've always kind of hated this dynamic of like not being able to be up at 3 a.m. and yell into a camera, or not being able to blast JPEG Mafia at 3 a.m. and not being able to always be around the house without clothes on. These are things that are really important to me, that I really care about doing. I think the majority of people wouldn't care about doing, that they would be like, yeah, get rid of my freedom for that, because being around other people is more important. I feel the exact opposite. I feel like those freedoms are so important to the way that I live my life that if they were somehow gone, then my life would be incomplete, and no amount of people would be able to fill that gap, because that freedom would be too fundamentally important to me and how I live. So, for those of you who spend a lot of time by yourselves and are generally reclusive, do you feel the same way? Do you feel like the freedom that you have is more important than being around other people? And do you prefer isolating yourself the way that I do? Do you prefer and find it more comfortable to just wing it and not wear lots of clothes around? I'd like to know.